What's up, my chaotic crew? Bentley Michaels here. Oh, thank you for tuning in for another week. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting into it, okay? This is episode 40. I think we're going to about episode 47, if I remember how my birthday session went. We're in the back 9 here, and by back 9, I mean back 7. And, we're coming up on the end of season 2, but fret not, young. I know you're all going like, what? No, what happened? You're pulling your hair out right now. Put your hair back in your head, okay? Because, hey, old Bentley Michaels here, he's coming back for season 3. He's going to DM. There's going to be so much figured out. Oh, it's going to be great. We're actually going to start recording here in the next couple of weeks, season 3. Oh, you're also very excited. Hey, make sure to check out Cheaper by the Dungeon, our sister podcast. And hey, see Kobolds? Your review on iTunes? These bozos are great, 5 stars? You're darn right we are. I just listened to the first 2 episodes and I am hooked for sure. These guys are clearly having lots of fun and it comes through in the podcast. I feel like I definitely have a lot of fun playing a game with this group. No, you will have a lot of fun with us. The audio is freaking amazing. You're welcome. And I love all the little sound effects and the actual music from the Bard, which is something my own tabletop group aspires to. I can't wait to listen to the rest and get caught up. Good job, you guys. Hey, you're very welcome. Hey, and also, here's some music for you. Okay?
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
Oh, God, that's
Hi, Dash's dad. All right. And welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, iTunes, the world, and in your hearts, the best #1 D&D 5e play podcast. Oh, it's so exciting. For you, it's just been another week. For us, it's been 51 days, but who's counting? I am your host and DM, Bentley Michaels. To my right, I have...
Caleb is Yamhorn Darrell.
Dash as Paley as Ian Earth.
Rhett is Dark Dragonsbane.
Milo is Ren.
Oh, and last time, our last session together, I need to kind of do this for my players, is, Duroc, he was on top of a dragon. Ooh,
I was.
Flying in the sky. Ren was falling out of the sky. And then he put out some buildings and that were on fire. Peleus was dropped in the ocean, met himself. And Yamhorn landed right in the training circle, face first. Hey, it's hilarious, like Neo jumping off the top of the building, and then they saved the town. They went through the town, saving people, harrowing people. Guards were bullying people. Red and friends attack, and then they all got in a circle, and there were 60 guards with Barimuss. They're going, hey, let's go to dinner again. And then, and they're like, I don't know, do we? And then Peleus was like, Kobe, and threw a 15-foot dark spot right in the middle. And that's when Duroc was like, it's on. And I think he actually says that. And then, like, he ran over, he just started pummeling. He's like, can I see Barimuss? And I was like, yeah, you just saw him. It's like the thing where you close your eyes. Roll for it. He rolled well enough, and he ran over, and he just started pounding this dude's face. I just want to go to dinner, blah, blah, blah. And then, Ren met Yuri again, and Yamhorn, I believe, destroyed the Dragonborn from before that you all met, known as Liquid Smoke.
Are you serious?
That's the exact same reaction you had last time. And oh, sorry, big boy. Luke, the studio dog, was at my feet. I accidentally just kicked him, and I didn't realize it. And then Peleus used call lightning and decimated 30 people into dust because he rolled so well.
Yeah, lightning bolt.
Yeah, lightning bolt, and it just like straight down the line. And then arrows from the sort of southwest came, taking out several people, and you heard a sort of a flute playing in the background. If you heard that, that's just Luke scratching his ears, getting in there and enjoying it. Oh yeah, he's loving it. And Yeah. And then you heard a little flute action, and they destroyed everybody. And then, Barimuss made allusion to the fact that there were more than one dragon egg, that they were searching for them. The elves mucked it all up by helping you guys out. You've got your items. You've got another dragon in Indrel. Although Barimuss didn't know that, he was on the search for it. That it was alluded to that Nearsis might be around or in egg form. There was also talk of some magical other things that they were looking for, and that's where we are. You guys are with Browernick. You guys started walking down the street a little bit, and I believe you're all caught up. So you're walking down the street, heading back towards the jail over here. So you're going east, and you're going to come back down and go back towards the jail. You guys didn't kill everybody. There are a few people that other guards and people were fighting, and they didn't just destroy everyone like Ren and Friends is known to do. But we now begin this week's adventure with Browernick saying to all of you as you're walking, where have you guys been hiding? Where have you guys been? Why just appear now? I mean, we appreciate it. And you, I like your style. She points to Peleus. She's like, and you could tell that she's kind of impressed that you just destroyed, like 40 people or something like that.
Thank you very much, yeah. That's what I'll do. I annihilate people.
And she's like, is he like a new guy in your guys' group, or?
It's kind of a long story.
All right. Well, I've got all the time in the world because I need to know what's been going on. Where did you guys disappear to? You guys disappeared, like when Barimuss rolled into town. You guys went and hid, and then we didn't see you.
I mean, you're the one that told us to go there, Nikki. Into the chest?
No.
Well, we asked her where we could hide.
And she just said the armory. She didn't say anything about a chest.
But we went to the elves.
Yeah.
That's where we figured out where to go from. It wasn't her.
Well, when she last saw you, you guys went back into the armory, and that's where you guys went into the chest where you guys, Durock and Yamhorn, had the roll-off for who peed on the couch and who was trying to sneak out.
Yeah. So yeah, really, I won. This is all the past for us.
Yeah, because actually, last time we saw Nikki was in the future from now.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Let's throw these fools in jail. Let's all sit down at a table, and you guys can bring me up to speed. And I can share with you what I have heard and what my spies have been bringing to me. While this Barimuss guy's been in town.
We'll let you know everything that we know. Also,
all right.
And I immediately hit play on my MP3 player, playing the last few episodes of our podcast, and catch them all up.
Like the last 20 or something.
And I kindly asked them for a review.
Jeez.
Wow, that was ham-fisted.
That was so ham-fisted.
And maybe a Patreon contribution.
Oh my God. Quit while you're ahead.
Nikki's
she
like,
throws you in a cell. Okay, so you guys can go back to the mess hall. It isn't like it was the last time that you saw it, where it was all like messed up, and there was fire, and I mean there is a little bit of the damage like from where you guys were, but it's not like the deserted, no one's been there in months, like when you guys first saw it when you came out of the trunk.
Yeah, I go ahead and point out a few things, like this was destroyed and this was destroyed, but
they're still destroyed because the dragon still attacked.
Yeah, but you said not as much was destroyed, right?
No. I said that it doesn't look like it's been abandoned for months.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Because when we came in, it was slightly overgrown in addition to destroyed.
Yep.
Okay.
This is first day of destruction. So like if you guys went back to the armory, you would see the wall was blown out, and you could take her to the trunk and be like, we're there. if you wanted. I'm not saying that's what you do.
I think that's
it's
our
all,
secret.
It's all up to you.
Yeah, we shouldn't say where we hid. Are there still people in the streets? The town hasn't been deserted, so
no. The town hasn't been deserted. It's just
So on the way there,
people have the overall sense of feeling now that there's no more dragon in the sky. There's more of a sense of calm. Like everyone kind of gets we're not under attack anymore.
We can rebuild now.
Well, I mean, it's been 5 minutes.
I think that's what we need to encourage them to do.
Let's not waste any time. Yeah.
So I want to tell Browernick.
Okay.
I think we need to call a town meeting.
Okay.
I think the church by the
you're just trying to
lake.
get into City Hall.
I thought he was going to say City Hall too. I was like,
and he's going to preach his message.
Or sorry, the office of the mayor.
No, I like the church by the lake. I think that was a good location for like a good
well, it's an ocean
town meeting,
which is just a large lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you guys think we should meet at the mayor's office, but I like the church. The church is comforting.
You're talking about this church down here?
Yeah, with the bell tower and everything.
one
Bell
that
tower
we were-
that definitely doesn't look like a... Yeah.
Yeah, where we saw the tree,
total peen.
the broken tree.
If I ever saw one.
But I want to tell Browernick, I think we should try to organize a group meeting and let him know what's going on here, and let him know that they should rebuild, and we'll be here to help them with that.
Nikki, where did those arrows come from?
I don't know.
From the southwest?
Southwest, sure.
But that wasn't your soldiers?
Could have been. I don't know.
Don't you know what do you not give orders to your soldiers?
Was the town under attack by a dragon, smartass?
Yeah.
So, and I'm in the same, dark circle where fighting the same bad guys that you were? So how would I know what's happening, hundreds of feet away down the thing?
I guess I thought that's what military
Should
did.
we maybe investigate that real quick? I heard a flute.
I could fly over there.
Could I
have 60
check
fly
out
speed.
one of the arrows that was
Arrowed?
arrowed into
Arrowed.
one of the enemies and maybe see if I can recognize its design?
Sure.
Yeah. What would I roll for that?
Maybe investigation or...
Yeah, roll me an investigation.
I see you looking at the arrow, and I tap you on the side and cast guidance on you. You can add a D4 to it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, buddy.
Well, maybe I'll add that D4. No, I won't use it.
Okay, I rip it from his hands because
it's totally
9.
free. It's totally
give
free
that to
use.
me. It's it has
It looks like a really good arrow to you,
it has a
Peleus.
trace of elven craftsmanship to it, so I feel like
Does it?
I don't know. I heard something about elves, so
I'm inferring with the loot sound.
if I could take a look at it too, I'd like to investigate.
Sure.
Peleus goes, yeah, it's an arrow, all right. And then he sticks it back into the
The same hole.
Sure enough, it's an arrow.
Natty 20. First
Here,
roll.
here.
Oh.
Drink.
Nice. Okay. What do you want to What do you want to investigate?
I want to
Well, what type of or what did you roll an investigation to or what,
yeah,
or what?
yeah, I said before it was an investigation, so I guess I'm locked into that.
Okay.
So no
Young
magical
Horn,
stuff.
then you investigate this arrow and you're looking at it and you're like, oh, okay. Definitely handcrafted. And the wood is definitely made by a wood elf. And you go to the top where the feathers would be.
The fletching.
And you look in between, and right as you pull two apart, as because there's a slight breeze, so you part it, and
I taste it a little
you
bit.
see the initials of
Tastes like that.
you see the initials. Oh shoot!
JD. Holy! I made this arrow, guys.
That's it. No,
Yep.
you see the initials
Time travel.
of your old pal Aratorn, and you realize
Snigglesby.
once you see that Snigglesby, thank you, Aratorn. So what? ES.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you see ES, and then you realize as you look at it, you're like, you've seen those in his quiver many a time, and you realize that these are Airtorn's arrows.
Is he here in the closet, just like hiding?
Hey guys!
No, he's not.
Hey, this is going to mean nothing to any of you.
Which is
But
kinda
this
sad.
arrow is my old buddy Airtorn's. Somehow he got out of trouble with the guards after that philandering, and he's somehow around us, helping us. Do I get a sense that how long ago did all this go down? Like 5 minutes, you say?
Yeah, you're within 5 to 10 minutes of the last episode where you just wrecked everybody. You know, everything's like I said. It's been like it's 5 or 10 minutes, and you guys are all catching your breath. You know, you're rounding out bodies, what's left of bodies, that sort of thing. And like I said, you were starting to make your way back. You were going to start making your way back to the jail to throw what few treacherous dogs are left into the jail cells. But then Pez is like, all right, let's look at the arrow.
So we know which direction it came from. You said it was the south.
Yeah, southwest. So
Southwest.
if you guys were right around here in the ale for sale area, and it kind of came from over in this, upper left area, like on the map at least. It's like the path that would lead to like this path to go south.
I realize
Which is, as you know, is blocked by boulders at this point.
naturally.
Well, I mean, it's been that way the entire time.
I realize that 5 minutes has passed, and that probably seems too long, but I immediately look up over to that area to see if I
You see him
notice
waving. No, you don't.
What's up, man?
You see. Now that you kind of know, you see a sort of taller building, and you say that's probably the best vantage point.
Yeah.
And it's just there's nothing. It's just empty rooftop.
Okay.
Can I fly up there and get a closer look?
If you want to, he has to communicate to you where he's looking and why he's looking and what building he's looking at.
So I have a feeling with my natural 20 that these came from that building up there. Do you guys want to pursue this group, or do you want to stick to the town and focus on that? Because I know who this came from, and quite honestly, I'm thankful that they helped us, and it is who it is. But we've got a lot of things in front of us right now.
Nikki, can you spare some men to help us round up these renegades?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to send out my men to do that very much. If you want to go and help them round up, and I mean, you guys might see more action, you might see more battle if they don't want to come willingly. But if you want to go and help them, sure.
I would rather make the plans than go and battle.
Okay.
I want to say to Yuri to go and help them, but definitely come and find me after you've rounded up a few.
Yumhorn, you say you know this guy?
Yeah.
Well, how come he's not down here?
Yeah, he's got kind of a reputation. I don't think he wants to be mixed up in too much of the law enforcement, if you know what I mean.
So he's a bandit?
Uh,
A highwayman? A thief?
Yeah, closer to a thief, con man.
hearts.
Yeah. He's a ladies' man. Let me put it that way.
And a bard.
So not
Yeah.
you.
Hey, it's okay. Peleus, what do you think?
Well,
I mean, why don't you just tell?
I'd like to think that Peleus grabbed the arrow back and just keeps sticking and pulling out of the dead body.
Let's just put it back where it belongs.
honestly, I am impressed by the structure of this arrow. I've stabbed this man 20 times with it, and no give in the wood.
You would be actually
Fantastic.
impressed because you're half elf and he
And aren't
he
you
was
a
a
wood
wood
elf?
elf.
No,
High elf?
I'm a half elf.
Half elf.
Just a halfie.
Okay.
And so you can respect the elven craftsmanship for sure.
Peleus would like to know where if the tavern is still intact in town.
Yeah, ale for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that you cats are all kind of like right in this area, so you're right near the ale for sale.
That was the thing that the townspeople protected the most.
So while you guys are standing around, you look.
Yeah,
over,
they had the foresight.
and
They're
then
like,
you see,
Save the bar.
Peleus just walks into ale for sale. Just starts. I'm gonna start drinking.
okay.
Well, guys,
There's not really anyone in there, so and so you're like, well, looks like Peleus is bartender, and you
All
walk
right, round for everybody, and by everybody, I mean me.
so you go behind the bar and you can pour yourself whatever you want.
Sweet, I'm gonna pour myself.
And the bar owner was out in the street, and he saw what you did, so he watched you electrocute some people. So he's like, let the guy drink.
Sweet. That's what I'm doing.
Okay,
That's what Peleus is doing. I'm staying
real
on
quick,
brand.
I say let's do Ren's thing, but let's make it quick and then see if we can rally up these friends. What do you guys think?
So what are
Well,
we doing?
she's sending out. She's going to be commanding all of her guards to go round up anybody wearing that the uniform that Barimuss's people had. If you guys will remember, it kind of looked like Scorpion Sub-Zero type thing, but it was all black, even like the shoulder and the front and back little loincloth thing, and it had like the specific design on the front of it.
Ren is pro, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ren. Ren is pro getting the townspeople together, uniting them to rebuild,
Yes.
and take care of things. And then, what did you want to do after that, man? Since this is Ren and friends,
After that, well,
and we kind of had a spiritual moment together not too long ago. I feel
there's
like
these.
I'm
there's
looking to
these-
you for guidance.
There's these other dragon eggs that could present a problem.
Yeah, Nearsis, I
Look.
believe was the one that we're looking for.
Well, you're not necessarily looking for, a
But that
dragon
was
egg.
the one that we got wind of, right?
That was the inference that was made.
Okay.
If there are some archers that are this good, that are less than friendly, I don't think I necessarily want to gather the townspeople up. It'll be like shooting fish in the barrel. I say we find this person first.
You want to find the archer that?
I don't want to get shot by an arrow.
I don't think we have to worry about that.
Yeah,
I know
they
him.
seem to be protecting us pretty well.
Yeah.
They were on our side. I don't think they're going to shoot the townspeople.
What if they just missed?
I guess that's true.
Very fortunate miss. Yeah, they crit failed and hit their own people.
I'm not even
times.
saying that they were with Barimuss. I just don't like the idea of like a rogue cell running around. Nikki doesn't know about these people.
I like that you think that there's more than one.
Oh.
Why don't we?
It's that impressive of work.
Yeah, I survey and see if the arrows match Airtorn's, if I can.
all the arrows.
I like how he signs them all too. What a pompous douche.
It's like putting a Z in
if
somebody.
you go around and you pull out all the arrows out of the bodies that have arrows in them, you realize that they are all Aerotorns. And they're numbered. 1 of 100, 2 out of...
Limited series, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Airtorn. This is straight up Airtorn. Nobody else, I don't think.
I'm cool with whatever you decide.
Fine, whatever. As long as you think he doesn't pose a threat.
I trust the guy. He was
Who do you trust more? Me or him?
definitely him. It's not that you're without.
I mean, I think we've
Quality.
had more episodes together.
Yeah. He did run away.
But you didn't sit in a fish barrel in the back of a cart while I wheeled and dealed.
We had some moments together. It's the bonding in the trench. you know?
Duroc would never get into a fish barrel with Yamorn at the helm.
Oh, come on.
So just based on the description you gave me of this Airtorn character, he doesn't seem like a threat to us.
Definitely not a threat.
So I'm not excessively worried about finding him.
All right.
He's more. I can tell you this, Duroc. He's more concerned with ladies and fame and beatboxing. Oh no, that was.
Well,
was
he
that
likes
you?
beatboxing.
Or that was, and breakdancing and things like that. So, I don't think we have anything to worry about.
All right. Shall we gather the townspeople?
Sure.
I love it.
Yeah. Let's do that. And then dragon stuff after that.
And then we gotta find dragon stuff.
Alias, can you pour me one of those?
Get in here and do it yourself. I'm not your barmaid.
All right.
I like how long that took you to think of.
If you would like to go in there and drink, you can.
I just want to grab a
Browernick says, okay, well, if we're going to round up the townspeople, like I'm going to send my men out and say, how long, she said, in 2 hours, we're going to meet by the church. Anyone who wants to come.
Excellent.
Cool.
She's like, we're going to, give a Independence Day speech.
Yep. In the meantime, I would like to assist Browernick and her soldiers,
Okay.
her deputies, in rounding up any more of these bad guys.
Okay.
Just help them out, I guess. If we just have 2 hours to kill, kind of.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, I'd like to I don't know if we're gonna get a chance to take a rest because I need to get my spell slots back because I expended.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, I think my spell slots are actually the reverse of what I have them laid out as.
What time of day is it right now?
For like midday.
Yeah, it's like midday-ish.
Well, we got 2 hours. Then we can rest after the meeting.
We can take a little break and then hopefully get some time to
get
All right.
I will say this to you out of game that you guys as characters feel as though you're not going to be sent off immediately. Like you're probably going to be able to sleep on a bed tonight and have food and stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Sort of stuff.
Right.
Like maybe we can kind of have some.
The only
agency in when we go out.
one that's in any danger of really of anything is Durok if he's going to go out because he may see more combat and that sort of stuff. So
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I think I would probably join Peleus and get some
R&R.
Yeah, get some
okay.
apple butter.
If you guys are just going to sit around and drink, I'll let you guys do a short rest or whatever, where you guys can gain back some hit point, like roll whatever it is to gain back your hit points or whatever that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what health I have.
Oh, good.
I'd like to think because I
don't think you were hit.
I
so
don't think I was.
Yeah,
either.
same here.
I was hit a couple times, but I'm still okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, in the head. I'm still wearing my sweet plumed helmet. So.
Yep. Your Thor helmet.
Yeah.
From your grandpa or something like that.
So yeah,
it's the helmet the generals of Versberg were given.
So yeah, I think I'm cool with just hanging out, waiting the 2 hours or so, and then meet at the church.
Okay.
In the meantime, I got to ask Ren, are you preparing like a sermon to give to these people? Like, are you scheming?
I've been thinking about something for a while.
I feel like I'm kind of being your disciple now.
I'm thinking about telling this new group of people we've just met the importance of Ulagan and how much he's helped us. And yeah, I think it might be a good idea to do that.
Okay, I feel like Yamhorn would kind of assist any way he can with Ren's.
With all of your strength and
preparation.
stuff, if you went with Yuri and helped organize some people, I think that would be a good use for you.
You got it.
Yeah, actually, I think Peleus is going to join Durok.
Okay.
Because I got some cantrips.
So it looks like Ren is drinking by himself.
I'm collecting my thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meditating on the event.
So Yamhorn, you go out into the city with some of the guards to like round up people.
Yeah.
And then Ren is writing down his speech, and then Durok and Peleus are going out in amongst the with the guards trying to round up other people. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Well, I did the Ren thing. Certain number and below, no action, but it was above. So you come across most people aren't giving you a problem. They're like, what happened? He left? He's dead? And they're like, oh, our plan failed? Ah, crap. But you guys come across a small contingent of 4 people that are like ride or die.
Is this Duroc and Peleus or
Duroc and
Yuri?
Peleus.
Do we have any deputies with us?
Yeah, you've got two schmucks with you. I mean, not schmucks, but yeah, I mean, 2 guys, regular guards or whatever. So there's 4 of you, 4 of them.
2 goons.
And they're definitely not as, hardened as you are, Duroc. They definitely recognize the skills. So yeah, if you guys would like to roll some initiative, that would be fine with me.
I'd like to tell Peleus too, as we're rolling these initiatives, it'd be like, you could stay close to me because I impose disadvantage against attacks if you're like within range of me.
All right, little one.
Oh yeah, I forgot you telling me. Like, what?
Yeah, no, you're tiny to me.
Stay near if you don't want damage, because I impose disadvantage on them.
8.
Me too.
Okay.
Hey.
This was bound to happen. This was this is meant to be.
Kismet.
All right. Well, they... Crap. 2 and... Okay. All right. Well, one of the guards that is with you is going to roll to attack them. Yep, he does. And let's see here. Okay. All right. And then let's see here. There's 3 guys ahead of you. That get to roll Duroc and Peleus. So
Do I have my sword and shield out?
I don't know. Do you?
Yes.
Okay. And 19 to hit on Duroc. Sorry, he's going to come charging right at you because
Is a miss.
All right. Well, then he comes charging right in at you, and he gets a little too excited, and he swings, and you can block it with your shield.
Yeah.
And you kind of push him back or whatever. However, the other guy, seeing as how he's attacked Duroc, is going to attack Peleus with 6. So he's going to come charge right at you, and he's going to stab forward, and you're like, whoa! You just kind of
don't think
dodge
so.
it. Dodge it, and then the third guy is going to attack another one of the guards. He hits him, one of your guys' guards.
No, Steven!
Yeah, you see Steven get cleaved for 4 damage.
He's like, that's not my name.
It's Sean.
It's Sean.
How dare you? Okay, good. All right, and let's see here. Duroc, you are up. You've got 1 guy on you.
Yeah, I do. And now he's about to die.
You just pushed him back a little bit after you easily and deftly block his blow.
So I go to attack him. Red is
Okay.
my attack damage. Blue is my extra thing. 12.
Is not a hit.
Okay. And I go to do my second attack. And I crit fail.
Okay.
Off to a good start.
So after you so definitely block him and smugly look at him, you're like, you have much to learn, little one. As you push him back, you swing and he dodges, and then you swung too hard and you spin around and you fall flat on your face, and you're now at disadvantage until your next turn when you can get up.
Sorry, Peleus.
It's all right. Is it my turn?
Yes, Peleus, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to cast Firebolt at the guy in front of Duroc.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'm going to do that right now.
All right.
11.
God, we suck. We just cleared out all these guys, and now we're like,
Unfortunately, that is a miss. So you cast Firebolt, and it just zooms right over the head.
Darn.
Okay, so my guy hit, and then okay. So one of your guards, there's Steven, and then there's
Billy.
okay, Billy, And Billy's like, don't worry, guys, I'll do it, because he rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, Billy.
You say with a mouthful of dirt. And he hits the one nearest him and double damage him and go boy. Okay, well, he have that guy's life real quick. So yeah, he gets 8 points of damage on that guy, and that guy's not looking so well.
Is this Billy my teenage Billy that I saved?
No, you've not been gone that long.
I just named too many people Billy, clearly.
Yeah, there's more than one Billy in this town. Okay, and let's see here. Okay, Duroc, the guy has advantage on attacking you, but with a crit fail, he I'm going to take away his advantage, and he's like, ha, now I'll show you. And they he goes to swing at you, but he too, like some sort of comical Looney Tune, swings too hard. You definitely feel the sword clunk next to your head, but his aim was off, but it kind of messes him up, and he ends up doing a little whoop flip, and now he's on his back facing up and no sword in hand.
Wait, so you guys are on the ground next to each other?
Yep. No, Duroc is face down.
That one looks like a waterfall.
And he's by this guy's feet, and that guy's looking straight up, and his head is down by Duroc's feet.
And you guys say to each other, do you ever wonder about the decisions you make in life?
All right, and the Peleus, the guy that's near you, goes to attack you, and it's an 18.
Yeah, it hits.
All right, so he's just going to slash you for 4 with a sword. So he comes back in and kind of catches you right on the old arm there.
Owie.
Slashes you for 4. And Duroc, you're up.
I stand up, and I attack this guy on the ground.
Okay. You have advantage.
Okay, I'm going to roll both of these for my advantage. And I rolled a 24.
Oh, nailed him.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, dude.
Coup de grace.
Okay. And I'm going to reroll my damage with my Savage Attacker feat, and I'm going to take the higher one, which was a 3 plus 5, 8 damage.
Okay.
Plus 2, 10 damage.
Okay.
For my magic sword thing. Now I'm going to take my other attack.
Okay.
I rolled a 22.
Hit.
Okay. I'll roll my extra damage thing.
You don't need to narrate everything you do.
Okay.
Just do it.
17 damage.
Okay. So you
Poor
stab
guy.
him in the arm, and then you stab him right in the throat, and he's dead.
He's like, wait, are you?
Pretty much. You're like, you stabbed him in the arm again, and he's like, ow, and then you're like, I don't like the sound of that, and then just right through his mouth, and he's completely dead. So now you got 3 dudes.
No one can see me fall and live.
There you go.
No one can live to tell the tale. Cool. So, yeah, he's good. He's definitely down. And now, Peleus, it is your turn.
The guy closest to me,
He just took a swipe at you.
is he wearing armor made of metal?
He's definitely wearing chainmail.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to do Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Advantage!
I choose you, Pikachu.
So 18.
Nailed him.
Alrighty.
This is going to be good.
2d8, so here we go. Okay. 14.
All right. So so he took that slice at you, and you were like, owie, and then you just reached out and grabbed him by the shoulder, and you sort of see lightning go down your arm, and it hits him, and it comes out your hands, and he just and you're laughing like a mad scientist, and it's just lighting up your face. You're like,
Suck my shock!
And it's where you could see a skeleton and then a skin and then a skeleton.
and then you let go of him, and he's smoking, and he's standing there like Mortal Kombat finish him thing, as if he has 1 HP left.
Nice.
So that guy's not doing very well at all.
Take him out, Steven.
Steven's gonna attack his guy that he did so much damage on, and definitely hits him. Okay, and that guy's gone now. So there's two people left. Billy was walking over to help you, Duroc, but then he's like, well, I'm going to turn around. That's really gross. Because, like I said, they're not quite as like, he's like, I just watched a dwarf stab a guy through his open mouth. So he turns around to attack the one guy that still looks in full health, but he crit failed, so he falls down, and since he's not a war-torn, he ends up stabbing himself in the leg for 3 damage. So now he's laying on the ground with his sword in his own leg.
Nice.
And that guard is actually going to go over and attack Billy. Definitely hits Billy. And, Billy not looking so good. So he just got chopped right through the clavicle. That guard. No. You look up as you're like after you stab the guy through the throat, you look up and you see Billy fall down, go into his own leg, and then you see this guy walk over and knock him right there in the clavicle and like kind of like bury his sword in and then like pull it out. The guy with 1 HP left, I'm gonna say, is too messed up to do anything. He's just kind of like standing there because he's still in shock, if you will. So Duroc, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to finish the guy with 1 HP.
Well, you're not near him. He's next to Peleus.
Who's next to me?
No, it's a wide enough group that you'd have there's space.
All right.
You guys all just didn't start fighting back to back, and now you're like, now I turn around and kill everybody.
So what I'd love to do is use my movement speed to move to that first guy, and then use the rest of my movement.
That's stabbing Billy. That guy.
Fine, sure, but I want to use my movement speed to attack them both.
There's only 2 left. So there's the one that's next to Peleus.
Yes.
Who's there, and then there's the one that's stabbing Billy.
Are they within 25 feet of each other?
Yes.
Okay. I'd love to attack them both with my 2 attacks.
Okay.
So, like attack one, then the other. So I'll attack Billy's guy first.
Okay.
18.
Yep.
Okay. Savage attack. 14 damage.
Okay.
And now I move over to the other guy that has 1 HP.
Okay. Well, now they both have 1 HP.
And you just slap them both in one swing.
Fine.
So
I'll just kill this guy.
So you come up to this guy and you're like, "Don't worry, Billy," and then like you just like you end up just like reaming him through the back, and you pull it out, and now the guy's just kind of standing there. Very similar Mortal Kombat. He's just like and like holding his gun, and he's like kind of turns around and looks at you, super surprised. He's like, "What the?" It came right out through the mouth of the logo on the front of his little robe there.
And I'm going to use one of my command dice to add chance to hit here. So 15
hit.
Excellent. 16 damage.
I think he's dead.
Like I said, you only needed one.
1 HP.
I wanted to announce how much damage I did.
Okay. So as he's turning around and he's
Cleanly
holding
sliced
like
the
the
head
logo that's on the that you see like on all the guards that they have there, and he kind of like pulls his hand away, and you can see that it looks like blood is bleeding out of the mouth of this logo. You know, do you have a Durocism you'd like to say?
You picked the wrong side, boy.
And then you just go straight down from the top of his head, and you just shoot, and you just bury your sword right in your head, and you pretty much get through, you pretty much cut his head in half, and then kind of get stuck here in the shoulder spinal area.
Crime never pays.
And then you kick him off your sword, and he falls over, so dead.
And then Billy's like, "Oh,
Yeah, pretty much. Billy is like, he see you stab a guy through the mouth and then just cut another guy's head in half.
There's still blood on my beard from the
Oh,
earlier
for
fight,
sure.
too.
You look like a freaking maniac with all the blood all over you.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Yeah, it's Peleus' turn.
All right, Peleus is going to, because the guy has 1 HP in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to take out my dagger,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to attack him with my dagger.
Nice.
Totally gonna miss this, but it's gonna be great.
Crit fail.
Sweet. So
You accidentally
you
get him
pull
in the
out your
hole.
dagger and you're just like, you're really cocky because he's just standing right there looking all, all crappy. And you go to do like some flourish and you drop your dagger into your own foot for 3 damage.
Nice. Owie!
You like tried to spin it around in your hand and like you're like, oh, and like you sort of nick your finger and then it drops straight down into your foot.
Peleus goes, oh, I needed to work on that move.
Maybe I shouldn't have drank so much first.
And so we're back to Durok. So you turned around after saying crime doesn't pay, and you're like, get him, Peleus, and then you watch him like do the flourish. And that's actually what distracts him because like Peleus like looks over you, he's like, yeah, and then you watch him just drop a dagger into his own foot.
All right. I just want to like, can I just like run and like body check this guy with my shield?
Yeah, if you want to.
Would it do 1 damage?
I mean, do like bludgeoning or something like that. Force damage,
18?
Yep.
Yeah. So I just like charge him and I'm like, boosh.
You look like a Dracula.
Yeah. That's right. I will get you. Boosh.
A Dracula that sounds like Bob Dylan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm going to get you down.
You're like a rolling stone.
Oh boy. Yeah. So just like whatever a fist punch would normally be. What is that like a D6
Probably like a
or
1d4
something?
or something.
A D4.
Do I get to add my strength? I think so.
He has
one hit
HP
point
left.
You idiot.
So unless you
why'd
rolled,
you have me roll then?
so unless you rolled a 0.
I rolled 8.
Okay. So you come barreling over there like a freaking locomotive, and he kind of like looks up at you, and you smash right into him with your shield. And is your shield like your grandpa's where it had the point on the front?
No, I don't think so. I think
Okay.
we've established that it's flat on the
It's
front.
flat. Okay. So you just come barreling right at him, and like you knock into him. And it's like you stop, and he just goes like flying back, and like you kind of hear like a bunch of crunch, and then he hits the ground, and like totally just like a rag doll, just and just like how Laura Croft used to die in the old Tomb Raider games. I mean, just like that weird body.
Go
like,
limp. Yeah.
just hits the
Ragdoll.
ground and ragdolls and like kind of like flops over and is in some precariously awkward position, and you're like, ha ha.
Boy, the physics in this game is really accurate.
Pretty
Yeah.
lifelike.
Yeah.
And as
Yeah,
he goes
those
flying-
physics.
As he goes flying through the air, I'm like, 4.
Durok. Well, yeah, you took them all out, and I'm gonna say at this point, these were kind of like the last vestiges of people that you sort of saw. So you have the assumption that we should probably start heading back now. You've got some people that were rounded up with you, and then these are the last ones that like wanted to, had a bad attitude problem that Durok had to fix.
Yeah, I did.
Any like high ranking ones? Can I tell?
No, these are all just like street soldiers or whatever. Nobody.
Foot soldiers.
I avoided that on purpose because he was talking about that earlier. But like they're just anybody that was sort of higher up. You guys probably dealt with, or Peleus dealt with lightning, and all that sort of stuff before.
Rank doesn't
All
matter
of their
with lightning.
officers lined up in front of the lightning. They're like, "This is the tactic that wins." Oh,
Done for.
So you help Billy. You help him up. Steven was absolutely useless. He didn't hit anybody the entire time I was rolling for him.
I like to think I like give them to how to be a man speech as we're like marching these like guys or whatever, any captives back to the jail. And yeah.
Okay. So you take them back to the jail, and Browernick is there, and she's like, okay, good, you got some. Any cleanup crew I should send out for?
Well, unless you got some trained crows around to go and pick up
So
the dead
so you
corpses.
did kill people?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, we definitely murdered like 4
Okay.
dudes. Yeah.
Oh, and you relay to her about where you were in the town, and and she sends her son and his little team. He's like, "Oh, Mom, I don't want it." She's like, "Go get the bodies," like she did earlier with those people on the road.
Yeah.
To Bulgurum earlier. So you guys, start to make your way over towards the church.
Cool.
It's later in the day. It's 4 or 5. The sun is starting to set a bit over here. So it's like you can kind of tell that it's not quite that really sweet orange, but it's definitely like, getting a little bit lighter, or darker rather. I was going to say lighter in color, but I was like, that's stupid. A little bit, a little bit darker out. It's a nice, look out towards the ocean. It's very nice. And there seems to be quite amount of people gathered around the steps and that sort of thing. And Browernick goes up there, and Ren you can follow, and the hero, Ren and friends can also go up there if you like. Browernick, kind of motions for everyone to shut the mouths, and she just starts talking and says, we have been under the control from the Würzburg capital through a puppet, and today was a show of strength that failed, thanks largely in part to our friends here. We have, of course, Durok Dragonsbane, and we have Ren Lifesoil here. We have Yamhorn Daril, and I didn't quite catch your name. She points at you, Peleus.
Hello, my name's Peleus Earneth. I'm a wizard and a pirate, and I like to captain ships and drink and, general magic-y stuff. That's my deal.
Thank you, Peleus.
Well, of course.
And then, there's some people, in the audience are kind of like, did he say pirate? And
Gives, a curtsy.
nice, with your pirate coat?
Yeah, with my pirate coat. At your service, I'm supposed to bow. Crap. All right, well, I'm not good at formality.
She says, we're going to rebuild. We have the tools, but more importantly, we really need to fight back. Today has shown us that we can succeed in those endeavors. We have good allies, both to the south and to the west. But I believe you would like to say something, and she points to you, Ren.
Yes, absolutely.
She steps sideways and allows Ren to take the center of the steps.
You have a paper in front of you.
Yes. So this moment seems so clear in Ren's mind. The memory of his meeting with Ulagan burns in his memory. Embracing that feeling, Ren says a silent prayer to Ulagan. Taking a handful of candles from his bag, Ren lights them with a single strike of flint, setting them upright on the steps of the church. He imagines his father using these same motions to light candles in the burial commons. Ren speaks the words of thaumaturgy. His pearly eyes turn to a flowing black and silver as his cloak carries him above the heads of the tallest in the crowd. The candles at his feet glow a holy glow. The black dragon scales absorb the light, creating an unnerving contrast between it and Ren's face and hands. In a booming voice, slamming unlocked doors and windows open to hear his words, Ren speaks. Listen, my friends. An incredible force has been unleashed in our world, threatening the very ground we take life from. A tremor pulses through the ground of the crowd as a steady drum beat emanates around Ren. The tremors match the intensity and rhythm of the drums. Ren imagines the smooth building drumbeat of his father as he walked families to burial sites of dead loved ones. Do you ever have that feeling where you're not sure if you're awake or still dreaming? To the drumbeat he says, "You are not dreaming." Ren and friends have seen the future. This world is on a path of darkness. This fight is not against tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We are fighting for our right to live, to exist. Size defeats us. For the fish, the lake in which it lives is the universe. What does the fish think when he is jerked up from the mouth through the silver limits of existence and into a new universe where the air drowns him and the light is blue madness? We have been pulled from the cool comfort of our existence and seen there are worlds other than these. Ulagan will guide you through this immensity of these times. We will keep the darkness at bay and, with his light, prevail. I, Ren Lifesoil, will lead you on the path of salvation. Ren opens the front of his cloak, soaking his chest with the holy glow of candles. You have seen the power Ulagan has granted his faithful followers, but great men are not born great, they grow great. Grow. Pray to Ulagan, gain strength, gain security, become great. Be anointed with guidance from a mighty God. It is our choices that show what we truly are. Followers of Ulagan will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our choice to become a follower of Ulagan. Come to me. Take guidance from Ulagan. Ren pulls out a small bag of earth and dips his fingers into the soft soil of his homeland. The drumming has built to a melodic chant. He flies down to place crosses on the foreheads of each person who wishes to receive the blessing, casting guidance on them. Ren greets those he knows by taking their hands for a brief prayer. As the drumming and tremors end, the light dims. Ren floats to the ground in front of the church with fresh dirt on his fingertips. His eyes return to the kind white pearly hue given to him by Ulagan. Breathing heavy from excitement, he looks at each of his friends, especially Yamhorn. Will you take the blessing of Ulagan?
I will.
So yeah.
And I kneel.
Ren puts the blessing on your forehead, says Ulagan will protect you.
And I rolled a D100 over here, and I rolled an 80. So you just nabbed 80% of that audience. So this is pretty much an
you got me in real life
now. So. And that's where we leave it this week, folks. Thanks very much for joining us here at our table, as it were, and we appreciate it. Hey, if you haven't left a review on iTunes or Stitcher or Podbean, please do so. We would appreciate it. It helps us climb the charts and smite those other fools. I've been your host and DM this week, Bentley Michaels, to my right.
Caleb is Yamhorn Drill.
Dash is Peleus Eonearth.
Rhett is Durak Dragonsbane.
Milo's Ren.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.